I'm going to show you how to make a very Christmassy kind of star. The final star will look like this. It's very cool, kind of very 3D, kind of looking strange thing. And the great thing about it is, well, the different thing about it is that it starts with a diamond sheet of paper. So to get a diamond sheet of paper, just get a normal A4 sheet of paper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half and turn it into two squares. So fold the paper in half, and we're going to quickly tear it in half, get rid of this half, and now we've got half a sheet of A4 paper, and then we need to turn that into a square. And so to do that, we're just going to fold a triangle like that, and then where this intersects that one, just going to carefully crease it along that edge. And then I'm also going to tear it like that. And then I'm going to throw away this part. So now I've ended up with a nice square. I actually need to turn this square into a diamond, but before that I'm going to do some really strong folds, because these folds are vital to the diamond looking, well, the star looking like this. Okay, so to get that nice effect, I need to do some nice strong creases. So again, I've got that crease down that way. Similarly, I'm going to turn it over, do another crease like there, very carefully. And then I'm going to fold it in half again this way. So lengthwise to make a nice rectangle instead of a triangle. Right, crease it, and make sure all the creases stand up in exactly the same direction like this, okay? And then do the same this way. So the important part is to make sure all the creases form a single tent. So a tent in the middle, like that. That makes sense. They all sort of go down that way, down that way, down that way, and down that way. Alright? Now all I need to do is go back to my triangle folds, and I'm just going to fold it like this to make a diamond, essentially. Okay, one down here, one along here, one along here, and one along here. So I'm just going to get a pencil and show you where that diamond is. See, it's along here, and along here, and essentially I just want to cut along those lines there. What I'm going to do to save some time is I'm just going to fold in half and cut along the two halves. One and two. So people have this idea that with Japanese origami that they're not allowed to cut. Actually, that's not true. Japanese origami, they do use scissors quite a lot. It's an interesting little tidbit. Okay, so now we end up with a beautiful diamond, and all those things are sticking up quite like that. Now what I want to do is flip it upside down now. Okay, so all my points are, instead of mountain folds, they're all valley folds. And then I'm going to fold it like this, fold it like that, and then basically it means I've got essentially like a nose, essentially. Alright, I'm going to just push it down like that, put it down like that, and then put my nose back up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my finger inside and push my nose down. So now I've got a triangle looking thing. And then I carefully fold it up like that. And while I'm doing that, I push these edges in, and I'm going to end up with these things like that. Now, actually, I'll show you an easier way on the other side of how to do that, because sometimes if it's the first time you've done it, you'll find it a bit hard. So you can actually put some pre-creases in. Okay, so I'm going to show you the easier way now of how to make that. Okay, I'm going to turn it around the other way. Do the same thing at the start. Fold it this way. Now fold it that way. Stand it up and make a nose. That way, that way. And to get the I guess I've got to do this part first. So again, this part you can't really sneak, so that I push the nose down. And then the pre-crease would be is if I would take this line and I just do that. That would help me to then open it up, and that because those pre-creases are there, open it back up again. And then I can see that I've got like a line. I can fold along this line here. You see that? Fold along that line. So I can just fold along that line, and then it'll actually kind of make its way. And because I've already pre-creased it, I'll know sort of where to fold those lines. Okay? Right, so that's the back. Now I flip it around the other way. Now it's beginning to take shape. So what I want to do is try and put the rest of those folds in. And this is where you've got to be careful not to fold too far. Right? If you fold too far, you end up with extra folds, and it won't have that nicest kind of 3D effect. Okay, so the first fold is, I'm going to always start from the corner and make your way to around about halfway. Okay, so don't crease the whole way, just stop around about, I guess around about there. Okay, do the same with the other side. Stop around about there, and then down to the bottom. Stop around about there, and the other side I want to stop around about there. Now I want to turn it this way, vertical, and do the same thing. I sort of want to I want to crease it up until it reaches around about there. Okay, but no further. Do that crease. Do this crease. And do the bottom now. And do the other side. Okay, so now I've got my initial creases. In actual fact, I just need to shape it a bit, and then it will turn into that beautiful looking star. Okay, and there we have it. Once you've sort of folded it in, got a nice beautiful star. And if you make it out of shiny paper, it'll be even cooler. This one right now is what it looks like. If you hang it like this, it looks really pretty, like a Christmas star, almost in the shape of a cross, like Jesus dying for us. Well, this is Jesus being born under a star. And there we go.